Hey Dan, it's Curtis. Hey, this is the old test panel. I am cleaning it again with the cleaner that you guys sent me, detergent cleaner. Cleaning it with the towels that you guys sent me, the Tork towels or whatever they are, the white lint-free towels. I've cleaned this 3 times. This is the old panel that I've sanded down after trying the white before. I stapled it back onto my back of my test panel, and I'm going to shoot some more of that Eco Prime on this time. I'll shoot the gray. I have them both just to get a reaction of what's going on. Hopefully this will come out and I can send this to you. Okay, so that's the first thing I've done. Wipe this thing down. I've got it up to temperature in the paint room, and now I'm going to mix the paint. We're going to use this, the Eco Prime that you sent me, just so you know. That's what I'm using. And I'm going to spray it out of this gun. This is that Sharpie that, you know, I've been using this gun for about, I don't know, 10 years and haven't had any problems with it. Painted 3 airplanes, 3 or 4 cars, a couple motorcycles. It's been a good gun. I hate to get rid of it. Hate to go to a different gun, but let's see how this goes. Okay. Okay. That's the Eco Fill. It is very separated, very hard on the bottom of the can. See if I can dig some up. See? I'm sure you're used to seeing that. Very hard, clumpy. It's very stiff too. By the way, I just cleaned my new paint cup out, and I cleaned off my stir before I started here with the detergent that you sent. Okay, I've got it all mixed completely. See, there's no thick residue on the bottom of the paint can, and I've went ahead and put it into my paint cup, and I'm gonna first spray this unthinned to see how it acts, just to make sure it's not my water that is affecting the paint, because I'm still not satisfied. By the way, that's the water I'm using. Distilled water. Okay, this is my test panel. See, decent looking pattern, hard to see. Decent looking pattern. Here's a better shot of it. Atomization, pressure at the gun. I've got 80 to the gun, and under pressure, under the trigger pulled, about 29 pounds. We're going to take that up to about 35 pounds, where you said it'd be best to. Okay. See in the red there, 35 pounds, about 35 pounds with the trigger fully pulled. So that's about 35 pounds with the trigger fully pulled. Okay, back to my test panel. The white on there is the white Eco Prime that I tried to spray the other day, and you can see that's the paint after I've sanded it. So you can see the way it came together. Very odd looking. You know, like I said, fish eyes completely. So we're going to try this unprimed. Here we go. Okay, I know gray is a hard color to see on the video, but it is not reacting at all like it was the other day. It's It's laid down flat, it stayed flat. No reaction there. I'm trying it right over here. Okay. Same thing, no reaction. So I'm not having any issue with it, but this is unthinned. All right, matter of fact, Dan, I'm going to turn this over. This is the white top coat I sprayed the other day on the other side of my test panel. And for the hell of it, I'm going to spray a little on here. I may wipe it off after I'm done. Yeah, let's just spray the corner of it here and make sure it's just not the other side of it. Okay. Trying to get a glare on that so you can see it. It's a little heavier. Okay. Nice and flat. Trying to get the glare so you can see it. No fisheye, no problems there. That's what I'm looking for. It looks beautiful. It's a beautiful finish. I'm going to go wipe that off. Okay, I put the paint back in the cup. I've got 103 grams. I'm going to thin it about 5%. So I only want about 5 grams. Just a few drips of water, really. Very little thinning. 5% will be very little. Okay, there it is. I put 6 grams of water in it, just about 5%, almost perfect 5%. Again, distilled Deer Park water. Let's see how it acts this time. Okay, back to our test panel. I turned it back over. That's the area I just sprayed right here. That's the area I just sprayed the Eco Prime on. So, here's the back side of my fabric. Let's shoot some out of the gun here first to get that mixed paint down into the gun. Make sure we got it down into the gun. Okay, here we go. Okay, see a little bit of the fish eyeing, and there's a little bit of it going on there. I'm putting it on a little heavy, see if it'll do any reaction, and it is doing it. There, it's kind of trying to get the light so you can see it. Kind of doing it. See the fish eyeing there? See that? Yeah, you can see it in the video. Okay. Let's try it on this panel here. It's definitely doing it on that bare fabric. Let's see what it does here on our test panel. Here's over top of Eco Prime. Okay. Trying to see. It looks okay. I know it's not a very flat surface because I just have this old piece stapled on the back. But I don't care because I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. There's that again. You can see that completely fish-eyed up. Very interesting. Okay. This little white area here is an area I haven't sprayed yet, so let's see what it does here. Okay, it looks okay. I don't see any issues with it there. It's interesting. I wish I had some fabric here. I've got these. Tell you what, Dan, I'm going to spray some on the bottom of this elevator right here and just see how it acts. No, it's fish eyeing all up. Okay, look at that. I'm going to have to go wash that off. I don't know if you can see that or not. It completely fish-eyed up. Complete reaction. Okay, I cleaned up that bottom of that elevator. You can see right there where it was, and I washed it off with water, dried it up. I don't think it's any big deal. Okay, so that, by the way, that's the finish I'm getting with the EcoFill. Feel pretty good about that. Looks good. I don't know of any way that I'm getting contamination in here, other than it's possibly the water that I'm using, because there's that section I just sprayed and it all fish-eyed up, but here's the wet I sprayed over top, the thinned Eco Prime. I've sprayed over top the unthinned Eco Prime, and I didn't have any issues. So I think I'm going to go back, dump this out, and get some unthinned Eco Prime and try that, maybe right on that elevator again, and see how it acts. Okay, cleaned everything up, rinsed my cup out, poured some fresh Eco Prime in my cup, washed my paint gun cup out again and dried it to get all the water out of it, making sure that my cap doesn't have any moisture in it. Okay, go ahead and pour. I'm not going to use the same paint filter. Get a different paint filter in case that water is the contaminant. Sorry about that. Fresh paint filter. Everything here has been cleaned again. And we're going to go ahead. This is unthinned Eco Prime. We're going to see how it acts. Okay, the only thing I didn't do is clean last time before I sprayed the thinned Eco Prime. So this time I'm going to spray it on the elevator again. I'm going to clean the side of it here with our cleaner. That's our cleaner. I'm going to clean it with a brand new clean towel to make sure we don't have any contaminants on the surface. Okay. So I cleaned this side of the bottom of the elevator with the cleaner. And this side I didn't clean like before. It's just like it was I sprayed before and it fish-eyed. Before I paint that, let's go back over here to the area that fish-eyed, the backside of my test panel. And let's spray some unthinned Eco Prime, on it and see how it acts. Just making sure I got it through the gun. It's in there. Okay, sprayed it on. I am not seeing a reaction. I see a little bit of the, I can't get it so you can see it. There we go. I see a little bit of the orange peel in it because I sprayed over the old fisheye that really looks, like orange peel, but there's no separation. You can see up here in the left side of it where the light's reflecting on. It's very smooth and flowing out nicely like we want. No issues with that. Okay, that's unthinned. Let's try it on the elevator. Okay, remember this side over here is uncleaned like it did the first time we sprayed it. This side has been cleaned. Okay, so let's spray some on the unclean side and see if it reacts the same as the Eco Prime did when we thinned it. Okay, it is. It's fish-eyeing up. See that? You can see it happening. It's just fish-eyeing, continuing. Okay, I'm going to get that washed off in a minute. Now this is the side we cleaned. Okay. Waiting. I see a little bit of fish eyeing. Yeah, damn it. Damn it. It is still doing it. Put it on a little heavier. See how it acts. Okay, it's not as bad as it is on the right that I uncleaned. Matter of fact, this side over here on the left is not really fish eyeing at all. Well, a little bit. And you can see it here. My hand. Right there. See, it's beginning to happen. You can see that. There's the first I sprayed. You can see how that reaction is. That's unthinned. So it must not be the water. It looks more like, since maybe I cleaned this side here a little better than I did over here, it almost looks like there's a contaminant in the air or something. All right. Okay, so I got it washed off. It's clean again. Interesting enough, it washes right off. You got to love that water soluble. You can see a little bit there on the corner where it didn't happen. So the only thing I can assume right now is there's some kind of contaminant in the air in this paint booth. And why the hell it's in here, the only thing I have is a propane heater. Now, maybe that propane heat is putting off something that's in the air. Other than that, I have electric space heaters in this paint booth. I mean, I do have these chemicals in here. Paint. Bunch of fluids on the shelf. I mean, I guess maybe something could be emitting into the air. I'm going to try cleaning the surface and spray some thinned EcoPrime again. Okay, Dan, we're back. I thinned now the EcoPrime 10% with my distilled water, and I cleaned this elevator 3 times with our cleaner. And then I wiped them off with brand new rags. Okay, so there shouldn't be any contamination in the paint. So here we go. Let's see how it acts. Okay, so it looks like it's not reacting. Put it on a little heavier. There's a better swat of it. Other than a little dust in the finish, I'm not really seeing any fish eyeing going on. Now, I am out here on the edge because I really focused on cleaning the back side of it there. It's getting a little bit in it. You can see out here where I didn't clean very well, it's completely fish-eyed. Over here where I really cleaned it, there's a few little pops in it right here on the edge. More than I expected. Up there, a whole bunch. It's very interesting.